Hi there. It's Tom and Tom podcasting once again. This time, Tom, I get to pick the topic.
You do.
We had like a mystery topic yesterday. I told you what mine is. And this, I hope, will be a short one for you today, but it's no less important. And that is about storytelling. I know that there are other folks out there in the business world talking about the importance of storytelling. And you could go listen to their videos, but I doubt they'll be anywhere near as entertaining as this one. But I could be wrong. Check them out. I'm open. The thing about, we talk about intentional culture here. And we have all these different elements of intentional culture. We have the North Star principles, mission, vision, and values. We have all the structural components about different leadership styles and team-centric behavior patterns and empowerment and reducing fear and this and that. We have all these things. It's a whole book. Read it. It's beautiful. And what you'll find, though, is that there's kind of a lot to communicate there. And there are a lot of different ways to communicate. But one of the most powerful is in storytelling, because stories tend to be enduring. And if you tell a good one, people will tell it again. I mean, we tell stories all the time that we were no part of. It's not even our story. But we like the story, so we retell it. And you have to create a space for stories. Like, if you don't create a space for them, you won't have them. Have you ever been in an organization that created a space for storytelling, not just two people talking, but in a more of an open forum kind of opportunity? Yes? You gonna say anything?
Well, I think Menlo was based entirely on stories. That's how it was birthed in story.
Well, and I believe that their chief executive is the chief storyteller.
Chief storyteller.
It's like what he puts on his
business card. But I'll give one from another local company here that you and I know, Zingerman's. And Ari is an amazing storyteller, the founder of that company. And he runs a restaurant. And so a busboy is leaving dirty tables. This is literally a story he tells about. And it's like, busboys leaving dirty tables. What do you do? Well, first you make sure that they had the proper training on how to properly clean a table. You double check. All right, they do have the proper training. Great. So now and they're still leaving the tables dirty. They're not doing their job. They're not doing the appropriate hustle. And it's like, what do you do next? And Ari's like, I go and I tell them a story. What sort of story does he tell? Maybe it's the holiday season. He's like, someone's here. Their grandmother has cancer, right? She's going to die in a few months. This is the last time they're going out for dinner together as a family on the holidays. And he's had these experiences. These are real stories to him.
Right, for him.
And wouldn't it be nice, with the family taking grandma out, maybe for the last time she's ever going to eat out, but when she sits down at the table, it looks beautiful around her and there isn't a mess at the table next door. That's what you can do. You can make this moment for that family one of the most special moments on earth by busting. He'll find a way to paint the picture as to what are the life experiences. He'll tell a real story, right? Because he's been doing this for so long.
Because
and he'll do the same for anyone coming in. You're coming into work, the Christmas round in the catalog and drop shipping portion of the business that hires, they'll tell stories like that. Because every Christmas, it's someone's last gift ever for their family member or grandma. And it's like, can we get the order right? Can we go above and beyond? He tells stories.
And the reason why stories are so much more powerful is because they have informational content, which you need, but they also have emotional content.
Yeah.
And other forms of communication very often lack that. And with the combination of information and emotional content, that resonates deeper with human beings than one or the other alone. And I'll give you an example from my experience that was profound, and I say that because I still think about it. And when we talk about um, being innovative a lot, and it's this thing that people feel is very important. But how do you encourage innovation when it invariably comes with risk? And the answer is that you have to show people that it's okay. And one of the things that happened, we used to have in an organization I worked in a show and tell ceremony every other week. We would get everybody in the office together. Everybody in the company was welcome to join. And we actually did a remote, if you were not in that office, you could call in, you could dial in and experience it as if you were in the room. You could ask questions. You were as good as there as we could make it. And we had a team that tried a new program. It was an experiment to see if we could get a different group of subscribers to our platform. And they ran the experiment, and over the course of setting it up, they reported to everybody in the show and tell ceremony, we did this, this is what we got, we did this, and now this is what we built. And then finally, the product manager presented to everybody and said, it's a failure. We're going to scrap it. And everybody just applauded. They were like, my God, like they tried something, it didn't work. They didn't try to save it. It wasn't worth saving. They just let it go. And I tell that story because it's a hard demonstration of what it means to celebrate the failure of innovation. It's inevitable. And if you don't celebrate it, you won't get it.
You and I have both been in the Agile community where we've been, because of that was the software community. It was very innovative community, extremely innovative community, the whole field. And we saw lots of people say they wanted innovation and very few people willing to do what you just said.
Right. But
And if you
without the
don't,
stories, that it's hard to believe. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like if you can't tell a story, like when somebody at that company tells that story, it's reassuring. It's like proof that you can take a chance, a calculated risk, if you will, and fall flat on your face. And people will say, nice job, good work.
we I was attending a conference I was speaking at in Hawaii. It's always good when you're doing marketing work. They have better conference locations than the engineers. And we had a guest speaker who lived in Hawaii, a retired marketing guy, a brilliant copywriter. And he just came and shared stories with us. And what was funny, and we only realized it about halfway through, about half the stories he shared with us were great ads he wrote that failed. He
Yeah,
loved
right.
telling those stories. Can you tell why they failed or what he thought? Like why he wrote it, why he loves it, why he still thinks it was fun to write. And it's like, oh yeah, it didn't work. He was just naturally inclined to share those stories. It's like,
Yeah. I mean, and I don't want to make it sound like that you have to tell stories of failure. I mean, stories of success are also powerful. But also stories of the right behavior. Like
stories of why you bust the table.
if you're promoting values, within your organization, a story of how one of your values played out in a positive way, it's way more powerful than saying, "Hey, you're not, behaving in a way that's consistent with our values."
What's
That
I mean, what's Ari's
that's a
busboy
negative
story?
experience. What's that?
What's Ari's busboy story at its core? I could just say, look, your job is to bus tables. You should be doing it at this rate. They should look this clean. You're failing, you're fired. That's
Right.
a great way to never have a busboy, by the way. It's the people who are often you're hiring in at that work. These are people either just starting out or having to recover from something terrible. And so this was the job they could get.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing when you're telling a story to them about a family going out with grandma, maybe for the last time? You're drawing them into a bigger picture. You're asking them to see their role as part of something greater than the work itself
As meaningful.
that's meaningful, that they're adding to. That's true. I mean, what he's sharing is true. When you are there in a restaurant, everyone coming in has their own stories. Some doing great, some just got diagnosed with cancer. They're out having dinner. And you have a chance for all of them to celebrate those doing great and to lift up those doing poorly. Just by doing your job of bussing tables better, you can lift up, you can be part of something bigger than yourself, bigger than your job. And that's the power of story.
Yeah. Yes. So stories are inevitably about people, and stories connect the people to the deeds in a way that you can't do any other way. So I encourage you to, if you don't have a good arsenal of stories to tell to reinforce your culture, get them. Make them.
Be them.
Create situations that a story is likely to emerge from if you have to. But you need those stories, or else you just lose all the punch out of everything you do.
Yeah. Great advice. We want to hear your story.
Yeah. Drop one in the tell us a story. Drop it in the comment. In a paragraph or less. Tell us your life story. And while you're down there, you click the like button. Tell if you like this, we want to know. And Tom just did the subscribe thing. That's down there too. Boom, subscribe. When you do that, you not only get the joy of watching more of these videos, and I know if you're already doing this, I apologize for saying the same dang thing every time, but hopefully we got a bunch of new people on this video watching, and you don't know yet how important it is that you subscribe to us, even if you don't care. Because other people do care, and they don't even know they care. They don't even know, because nobody's clicking that subscribe button like they should. So help us out. If we can help you out, drop us a note on beintentional.biz. And until next time, this is Tom.
And Tom,
Talk to you soon.
bye.